Okay, so if you're like me, you're not afraid to lead heavy into something like H.P. Lovecraft or Sigourney Weaver alien movie over there. I forget who the artist is in there. That still might be Lovecraft. But in here, you get a lot of. I mean, I don't know why some culture chose to have an octopus. Maybe they're on the coastline with some dragon or alligator that some person's criteria does for the outer gods, Solomon and the Yellow fucking King, or the Red or the Scarlet King for the SCP Foundation. But Cthulhu and Lagrangian run a pretty fine line. Whoo! And you got to be able to drive that thing blindfolded, and it's a Hellcat, I'll tell you. So any Cthulhu click there, Salty, when I generally put him up on that, or whatever cultural model is running at the same set, starts to be usually a bit of special forces over there about, again, the Ricci Tensure for sniper school, receiver in the top back position, because it would be every term inside of there. It's going to cover a lot of, well, you take something like these symbols and shapes that don't mean a lot of anything for Lagrangian or Schrodinger's wave function. Hydrogen in general, it kind of starts with solid state chemistry. Stuff gets wild inside of a jug because you put corn and water inside of there and it got yeasty, and over long enough a very weak form of it before you figure out some stuff. And hey, that's just regular making beer, right? Before you get into the chemistry of the spirits inside here, and then you're using those spirits to break down a bunch of other stuff. Now, I'll give you all kinds of stuff about early in there. They thought cocaine was a drug, and a good drug, and not in the way that and it can be. You might want to do that thing to bump it up sometimes if you were thinking about time and functions and values that looked more like this rabbit over here than any other standard model. So again, I like to lean heavy into it. You also have MS-13, Dallas de Mortes, the Day of the Dead, but specifically the Reaper Calc. And generally lead with the 42 or whatever checkerboard, white and black tattoos that they got there. How that plays out into 2020, doing some eschatology stuff, because that's a lot about a timeline as well. Warhammer and what do you guys call it? Yeah, it's Warhammer 4000 or something like that. That's a crazy ass timeline. And we're talking about people that, if you want to do another one from the Explorer series, taking the Antarctica there when they first flew up in there to do the scientific researches on those things for audiobooks or whatever study you're running. I like to just chill out too and not have to do the physics and let my brain run out this way on the standard model X, Y, and Z. It's a fun way to play it. We're out here in the esoterics and the eschatology, being two terms. Larry, Cthulhu, you got multivariable calculus. Well, I can get there either way, X and Y, top and bottom. Larry, multivariable calculus. Because he is. That son of a bitch. He doesn't know it, but he's good at it. You're going to put a few extra states inside of there. And equally like this thing, again, you're chasing a shadow. You should be more focusing on not the outline, but whatever outline of the wobbles on the screw bolt for the saws are, the rotations, or once you do figure out the general limit, you get the guys figured out in the middle. You do your thing. That's usually what keeps it weird. I like to make the joke, what did she find the dildo in the dresser drawer, brother? Cut it off. Don't fucking cut it off. Kill him. Don't kill him. Anyway, catch you on the next one.